picture this, a girl's just left you and you don't know what to do. So you go on YouTube and you search up how to get over a breakup. And then you find some channels that tell you how to get over a breakup. They're all spitting stuff that you want to hear. They're all giving you advice that you want to hear, in a sense. And then you watch more content, more content, more content. Now you learn about this thing, learn about this thing, learn about this thing. And now you're watching more. And you're just getting a sensory overload where you don't necessarily know what advice to take. And you are just watching this content, but you're not applying anything in your actual life. This is one of the things that a lot of people forget with the self-improvement space and improving yourself space. They forget that the YouTubers that you're watching, for example, me, are literally monetizing off of your pain and off of your sadness. We're literally getting our business bigger. We're literally potentially making money off of this. We're going into a better position because of your pain and because of your sadness. And you could say, yeah, we're giving you something, but we're not necessarily giving you much, really, because if you don't apply what's going on, you're not really getting much reward anyway. It's so weird to see a lot of people struggle in this world and think that someone like us on here can save them or help them. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people can help you with stuff as well. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't take advice from people. But what I am saying is a lot of people who you watch don't have your best interest at all. They don't have your best interest. They just want to leverage you to get your money, to literally have more watch time so you can watch more content of them. And I've done that in the past. So I can't be amazing saint and all this stuff with it. But what I will say is always keep in mind that the people you watch are literally monetizing off of your pain and actually monetizing off your sadness and off how you feel. And that's why probably the content does so well as well, because you're monetizing off how someone feels. When someone's struggling and is in pain, they're looking for a solution, and that's when they sell the product to you that has your solution, and then you pay for that, and you may not get what you actually want from that. Sometimes you will, don't get me wrong, if it's from a good creator, you will, but sometimes you don't, and then you'll be bitter, and then you'll just be searching for answers. When in reality, the answer could have been you just directing yourself back into you, improving yourself, and looking at where you could have bettered yourself, and just applying that more so over instead of giving to all these things, because roughly you know what to do more so over most of the time. And there's certain problems that you want to help, and you want that connection with someone online to feel like you're not the only one going through it. And that's a good thing, moreover. But when you are not actually helping your life or pushing yourself forward, that's not good. And when you're just giving too much to these channels and to these people online, that's not good. And I just don't want you lot to fall into this rabbit hole of just almost wasting your time, in a sense, when you could have helped yourself. Let's say, for example, you watch loads of breakup videos and it's been 6 months down the line and you're still watching breakup videos. Let's say you've watched 100 hours of breakup videos. In that time, you could have actually helped yourself. You could have made a bit more money. You could have put that into the gym and you could have built yourself a bit more. You could have learned more about yourself. You could have pushed yourself forward and actually allowed yourself to get better. But instead, you've gave to creators online and you filled their bank accounts up with money, especially the ones that get a lot of views. You're filling their bank accounts up with money. And then let's say, for example, you have not pushed yourself forward during that time. You've almost regressed and got a bit worse. It doesn't help you. And I'm not saying don't watch this content alongside improving yourself, but what I am saying is if you are not taking yourself forward and improving yourself properly and actually getting fulfillment in your journey of improving yourself and pushing yourself and trying to get better, stop watching this content. Stop watching it, because if you're watching too much over time, you can almost lead yourself back and not actually help yourself truly. That makes sense, because a lot of the time you watch, you could have put into something that could have helped you and that could have improved you and could have made you better. And this is the overall message in this video. A lot of these creators you watch are literally monetizing off your pain. And remember that when you watch stuff, man. Remember that when you watch stuff. They're monetizing off of your pain and off of your sadness. Just don't become too trapped in the rabbit hole of watching all this stuff too much, you know, because a lot of times it can draw you in. And it can be something that you really like, and really want to watch. But in reality, it doesn't truly solve any issues that you got going on. Because at the end of the day, only you could necessarily solve them issues that you have going on. Which is the harsh answer, which is not what you want to hear. But we all know that's the truth more so over. And a lot of times it's only you who can solve stuff that's going wrong in your life. It's only you that can actually help yourself, push yourself forward through that. And let's say, for example, external events, of course you don't have much control, but then the only thing you have control of is what you do in that circumstance. And I just don't want you lot wasting hours and hours on content that doesn't necessarily help you or push you forward, you know. And then you look back in the future tense and you feel a bit saddened and a bit angry at that. I just don't want you lot in that position. Just always remember, the creators you watch are monetizing off your pain. Even this video, they're monetizing off your pain. And that's gonna be the true message in this video. If you lot want to get in amazing shape, shoot me an email, rollerway23@gmail.com. If you lot got a lot of value, thank you.